Well, my first experience working with Hospice of Holland started almost 13 years ago when I got a call from my dad. He and my mom were in Grand Haven. She had had a seizure. She was going antiquing out in Grand Haven, one of the things that she liked to do the most. Called the ambulance, took her to the hospital in Grand Haven where they found a tumor on her brain. They did surgery and removed the tumor and weren't able to get everything because it had fingered through. And then after about 6 months, she just kind of started going downhill, and it was really hard. We had Hospice of Holland come in and start caring for her. They were there before it was time for final care hospice. So they were there giving her day to day, keeping her nourished, keeping her hydrated, just things along those simple lines. And then they take these little swabs and, they get them all wet and they just swab around their mouth, just making sure that she was comfortable to that level was something that made an impression on me. Those of us who aren't in a medical field or in a palliative care type of environment wouldn't know something like that. I just remember everybody there and everything that they did for her and for us as a family. They were in and out regularly throughout the day, checking on her, making sure that she was comfortable. Not only that, they would check on me and Dad, see if there was anything that we needed. I mean, we didn't need anything but for her to be comfortable. So they were just amazing at being able to make the last week of her life as uncomfortable as it was for her, emotionally, to make it comfortable for her physically. And she was really quiet, very peaceful.
A deadly car crash in winter conditions involving a father and his 4 children.
It appears as if the truck pulled out in front of the van.
Later in life, I married to a wonderful man who had 4 beautiful children who we decided to make a life together with. I received another one of those calls that there had been an accident and Kurt and the kids had been involved. It turned out that we lost Kurt and his oldest son, Zachary, and his youngest daughter, Emma. And it was truly a life changer. I obviously knew that I needed to talk to somebody that could help me figure out what it is I needed to do and how to get through that type of a loss as well. I did finally come to Hospice of Holland and work with one of their bereavement counselors. She was just amazing. I think part of what you just need somebody to listen, because you're talking with your friends and your family about all of these things and the thoughts in your mind, and at some point you're just kind of thinking, they probably don't want to hear it anymore. She encouraged me in the fact that it's not something that you need to get over, that it's something that you just need to work through and look for the next good step in life. Setting a short-term goal for yourself in terms of, finding joy in something. And that's something that I've been able to work with, my entire life, because she's absolutely right. It doesn't ever go away. You don't ever stop thinking about Mom or Kurt or Zachary or Emma. One of the hardest things for me was just being joyful. Because you feel like you're letting down who you lost if you go on joyful. But, my mom wouldn't want me to not be joyful. Kurt would not want me to not be joyful. Zachary, and especially Emma, she's the most joyful of the group. When you think of Hospice of Holland, you think of the palliative care, and you think of people who are sick and who have had either long-term or short-term illnesses and that kind of suffering. I don't think that they come to mind as quickly when you have something as sudden and tragic as like a car accident. There's different ways to work through them, and to have somebody here in Holland that can help us get through it either way. You know, you can't know what to do, so they can help you.